Well. Look who it is.
Hey.
How's it going? We're live. We are live. I'm gonna
Nice.
post the. Let me invite you as well. Yeah, I'm gonna invite you right now. We're live. Nice.
YouTube didn't give me a notification though.
You need to update the application?
No.
Oh, you need to start the application.
Yeah, YouTube didn't give me
Oh, notification? I just barely did the stream right now. Yeah. So let me
okay.
see. I need to post the stream really quick to the Discord. Good morning, everybody. Or wherever the fuck you guys are all at. It's morning over here. I'm freezing my ass off.
It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon here.
Nice. Today's...
I can go to sleep. You just woke up.
I know.
Okay. Wow. Ah! Look at this. So how are we in terms of pace?
Myself? Not great.
Nah.
Not great. The rest of the guys, it's gonna be close. I'm just sending out the link.
Not you, I meant the T2.
Well, let's take a look because all right, who is out on laps right now? Okay, so it looks like
Everybody's out lap. Okay,
yeah, everyone's out. So people, it
King.
looks like they didn't waste any time. Who's in
King
the chat?
just started his out lap.
Rusty's in the chat. What's up, Rusty? Steinmein's in the chat. What's up, Steinmein?
Stein! I hope you DNF tomorrow.
I hope you don't, for Haas's sake. Actually, no. I hope you do. For Mercedes' sake. It's the only way we'll catch up in the constructors. I'm trying to go on board. I think there's a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Who is it, though?
King.
It's King. Okay, so let's stay on board with King. He just set a fast to Sector 1. Into Turn 7.
Yeah, because he's on...
He's the first one to set the sector.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Don't rain on his parade, Renee.
Sorry?
Don't rain on his parade. Let him have some glory. You're like, yeah, but the only reason he had it...
I don't know, maybe he will be first. So
he could be. He could put in like a 129 right now. And this is a newer reserve, it seems, King, so... It's always good to see some new faces.
Second sector was really slow.
Yeah, the heavy braking into turn 13, 14, and up into 15 and 16 here. Such a tricky part of the circuit.
Will be a 142, 143. Maybe. Even more.
135. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So 135, King setting the pace so far. Oso beating it already by over a second. So nice lap by Oso. Spitcher crossed the line, but he must have invalidated because his lap didn't count. Frankie just put it on P3. Nico John put P1. No, and Broken beats him. JC beats him. The laps are coming in fast and heavy now. Yeah, so Vapor into P3, Razor Guy into P5 on the mediums. I'm going to stay on board with Monkey Mafia. I think he has a chance of putting his time in the top 10 with those medium tires.
Yeah, so Razor Guy, Football Beast, and Monkey Mafia is on mediums. Everybody else on soft.
Yeah, and Shep just put it on provisional pole. Wow, 40 thousandths of a second ahead of JC Blackley. So Shep, we've seen him in practice lobbies this week. He's shown pretty good pace.
Yeah.
I think if he can keep the car on track, away from the walls, keep his nose clean, he can get a really, really great finish today. And Ferrari needs it. Who's putting in laps? And Disgruntled put up 133.3. It's a nice lap by Disgruntled. We're still on board with Monkey to see what he can do on these medium tires. Grumpy puts it in P6. Nero puts it on P1, 133.8. Really nice lap by Nero. This section of the circuit is so tricky. Turn 15, the track kind of feels like it's running away from you.
Actually, all of the corners are like that.
Yeah, they really do, huh? They feel like off camber. So that's Monkey Mafia in P8, 133.5 on those medium tires. What do you think?
That's not gonna be enough there.
No. What do you think about the tire strategy here? What do you think for the race?
As usual, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know.
Let me rephrase the question. So a soft to medium is easily doable here. Do you see any advantage then of changing from that soft strategy in the qualifying to try the medium to soft in the race? Do you think there has an advantage?
Medium to soft? I think yes.
I mean, I guess if they can stay with the lead packs in the slipstream and then at the final stage be on the better tire of the race.
The thing is that in this game it counts as well that how much fuel you have, you know?
Right.
So if you have a heavier car, then on softs you will be dead in a couple of laps. It doesn't matter how many laps you can do. If you push them, you will be dead on them.
Yeah, too much.
So mediums, I think, is more durable.
Yeah.
But yeah, it depends on the fuel loads.
Yeah, what up? What up, Hey Type? How's it going? Good morning, man.
So, I don't know. I have to try it out. Which one is good? Which one is bad?
Yeah, but if people can get onto those soft tires in the final stages of the race, where the car is really light, they can really utilize the best out of those soft tires. Is what you're saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see, I guess, because then it could look like Razor, Monkey Mafia could be making some really hard charges in the late stages of the race.
But sometimes
nice,
the mediums, sometimes the mediums can be more grippy for much longer.
Yeah.
So you can have softs, right? They will be grippy in 5-6 laps, really grippy.
Right.
But mediums will be grippy for 12-13 laps.
Right.
So which one you choose?
Yeah, exactly.
You can be a second faster on softs, but only for 6 laps.
And let's stay on board with Vapor, actually, because Vapor he's letting a gap build up to the car ahead so he can start his hot lap. We know Vapor's been quick. Vapor, who's second in the championship. Yuppie's in P1, who's not here today, 233 points. Vapor is in P2 in the championship with 218 points. So he's got a 15-point deficit that he's going to try to make up here. And then Domingos is just behind him in third place with 214. So Domingos and Vapor looking to make up some ground in the championship here today. So let's stay on board as Vapor. Flat out through turn 3. Utilizing all the track there, or most of it.
22 thousandths of a second, fastest of second.
Yeah, so he's already fast at sector 1. Very tricky corner here, turn 8 and 9. mph. Wow. Getting really good top speed out of that McLaren. Looking pretty good through that final chicane.
Yeah.
Now
But look at his ERS.
he's all out of ERS. Yeah, and that could have been enough to make the difference for pole because he's about a tenth off.
Exactly, and this happened with him the lap, the previous hot lap, the same thing.
So he's a tenth off, but they will have time to make final runs. So who is starting in out lap? Looks like Disgruntled just started one. So let's go on board with Disgruntled. Oh no, that's not Disgruntled. It's Grumpy. Go on board with Grumpy. Spitcheck has put it on P3 though. I didn't notice that, but Spitcheck 133.1. So really nice lap by Spitcheck. Spitcheck had a great race at Singapore last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I don't remember off the top of my head what position he got, but I believe it was 4th.
This time did not beat me. Oh, Space Cowboy invalidated his lap.
So we're still on board with Grumpy. Grumpy into turn 7 and approaching turn 8 and 9. But yeah, Spitcheck's best finish was 4th. That was at the Singapore Grand Prix last weekend. So you can tell he's confident putting that car in P4 so far.
Razor guys, super quick.
Alright.
Yep.
Yeah, Razor Guy puts it on P1 with the 131.2. That's a really, really, really great lap from Razor. And Grumpy's going straight into the pits. I'm not sure why he didn't finish that lap. He must have seen that he was down on time.
Monkey Mafia P2. Nice lap.
Wow, really nice lap
Really
at Monkey
close.
Mafia.
From 2nd to 6th.
Yeah.
Close. 1 second. And on this track, 1 second is nothing.
Yeah, it really is, and you can stay with people with this slipstream. So who?
And then from P7 till P13.
Really, really close.
It will be interesting.
So who is out here starting a hot lap? Oh, what's up, Monkey Mafia? What's up, JC? What up, Dylan? Buenos dias, Dylan. Buenas tardes for you. What up, Joe? So King is starting his out lap, but his lap, he put the same tires on. He didn't switch tires, so his tire's about to be 3 laps worn. So
Feeman is on his hot lap right now.
Yeah, let's go on board Feeman. I'll go cut away from King. Feeman, who, our communist comrade, this is his home GP this weekend.
Oh.
He goes a little bit wide there. That compromises him for the exit of the next corner. But what can you do? Because he's still got 4 more corners to go.
Invalidated.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. You spoke too soon? No. Oh, but he's going into the pits. So
wow.
He must have seen that he was down on time and he wants to get ready for that final run. So who is out here on hot laps?
I don't think anybody.
There's a Ferrari of Space Cowboy. Let's stay on board Space Cowboy, because Space Cowboy has been doing a lot of practice sessions this week. This is Shep, and he's shown really good pace, I think. I think that if he can keep it within the track limits here, he can put himself in a really good position to start the race. So let's stay on board with him. So he's going to start his hot lap here. Let's see what he can do. He's going to have a bit of traffic up ahead with the Williams. I'm not sure if that's Razor or Nero. And they do make way. So, heads up driving from Razor. Shep taking an unusual line, I think, through that turn 3. I think there's more grip on that inside. But he's pushing pretty hard.
Ooh. He turned off. Oh!
No.
Oh.
He was millimeter perfect there. That was very close. Oh, the car slides a little bit into turn 8. What is he going to be able to do here? It's a very tricky corner. So far, so good. He did lose some time, but I think he's up on his time.
Yeah, 3 5 tenths fast.
Yeah, so fast to sector 2. So the track is ramping up now as we're getting to the late stages. So will he gain time? Will he lose time here through this very tricky section? He seems to have gotten through it pretty good.
Yeah, ERS.
And he's out. Yeah, he's out of ERS. So
doesn't matter anymore.
132.4. So that's a pretty nice lap from Shep. That puts him in a good position for the race. So I'm on board with Nero. Let's stay on board with Nero. Nero has a chance to pip Monkey Mafia or Space Cowboy to third. Oh, and Vapor just puts in a P3 with a 132.2. Nice lap by Vapor.
Again, he was out, and
WRS.
Before the penultimate corner, he was out of ERS. On that little straight, he was out already.
Yeah, so that's going to cost definitely some lap time. Nero working the track really nicely. What are your thoughts on this circuit in general? Is this a circuit that you like? Is it good for racing? What do you think?
Yeah, it's nice. It's okay. For real life, it's not really good for racing.
Yeah.
But in the game, I think it's really good for racing.
Yeah, me too.
Because in the game, you don't have really that you cannot be in the dirt here because you cannot overtake anybody, and it's not that effective. The dirtier here in the game as in real life, so you can overtake. It's nice.
I agree.
It has his own rhythm.
It does. So Nero, where is he going to put this car? Is he going to improve? He's coming around the final corner. He does improve to 132.3, so that puts him up into P4. Vapor's crossing the line. Does he improve? He doesn't improve. But interestingly, now your Vapor is putting an extra lap on those soft tires that may hurt his performance in the race, so we'll see on that. So we're on board with JC. JC is coming around the penultimate corner. Now the final corner. Is he going to improve?
No.
And he doesn't improve.
10,000th of a second. He improves.
Oh, he does improve, but he doesn't improve his position.
Yes.
So who else is on a hot lap? I think that's everybody, actually.
Yeah. Oh, Razor Guy.
Yeah, really nice lap by Razor Guy. About 8 tenths or so ahead of the pack.
Yeah, I think that's everything. Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow. Interesting.
Really nice lap by Razor. Razor coming off his really great performance last weekend.
Seven tenths.
Yeah, trying to replicate that today. Monkey Mafia doing really good to put it on P2, but also Vapor. Vapor, who had a tough race at Singapore, but he puts it out to the second row, and Nero as well. Nero, I feel like he's been getting faster and faster because now we're seeing him more consistently up near the front.
Yeah, will be interesting the race as well. And see how they do. From P3 to P11, it's just 1 second. Should I say P12? 1 second. That will be close and interesting. But P1 is not really good on this track, like because of the slipstream, and the straight is really long. So we'll see.
So it looks really overcast out there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about Russia? What are the chances of rain here?
Yeah, last year I had a league racing. It was raining, so it's possible.
Yeah, we'll see. I feel like it's almost like Bahrain and Abu Dhabi. I don't normally see rain here in my experience, but yeah, again, we're gonna find out. So who's in the chat? No, Naol is in the chat. He said, "Let's go Spitcheck." Yeah. Spitcheck has been doing really good, really nice performance at Singapore. So we'll be looking out for his performance in the race. Peyton Manning's forehead. This guy makes me crack up. Peyton Manning's forehead. I love that username. Said, "Good luck, guys." I don't know who that is. And then Rusty. Okay, so Rusty has that inside intel. He said, "No rain. It's going from partly cloudy to sunny." Okay. I love how Peyton Manning's forehead replied. He said, "Thanks." And his avatar is like showing Peyton Manning in his big forehead. Whoever that
Well,
is.
if it doesn't rain, it's not really good for us.
I think, yeah, but I think it's going to be interesting because there's always the chance for safety cars.
Well, here, yes.
Fast corners, if you go side by side, if you touch in a fast corner, it's very easy to lose, especially out on if you're on that inside and do like a Vettel spin.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then you could DNF because the corners are so fast that if you go off, you're going to go into a wall potentially. So,
well,
we'll see.
Let's see.
Yeah, only one way to find out. So Razor Guy in P1. And if you're joining us, thank you for tuning in. This is the Performance Racing League Tier 2, Russia GP. So we got Razor in P1 with a great lap today. Monkey Mafia P2. Monkey Mafia, who I don't know what happened exactly in Singapore, but I know he had to come from the back of the pack, and he was able to put it up into, what position did he get? I believe he got P3.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he got P3 in Singapore. So he's been, you know, when the day lines up right for him, he's able to get those really good positions. He got second at Canada. He got ninth at France, but he was in the lead at France, but didn't pit from those wets to the inters. So he's put his car up there and not always made the right calls on the strategies, but we'll see what he can do against Razor. The deficit to Razor was about 7 tenths or so, 7-8 tenths. So it's going to be tough to stay with him, but he'll have an opportunity if he can try to stay with him. Yuppie's in the chat. How's it going, Yuppie? Yeah, good luck to everybody. Now, he said Spitcheck is going to climb a lot of places today with the setup he's got. Yeah, Spitcheck has been doing. He's on fire lately, so we'll look for him in the race. Graham is in the chat saying he's waiting for a Williams 1-2. Yeah, Graham. Williams had a 1-2 for a good portion of the race last weekend at Singapore until I think Nero had some issues when changing over from the dries to the inter tires. So we'll see. Vapor just behind them, though, of course, in P3. Vapor, who stands to gain the most here if he can get a really great position, because he's 15 points adrift of Yuppie in the championship. So if he scores some good points here today, he could jump Yuppie into P1. We shall see. And it also important to note, Nico John is in his return from his really gruesome knee injury, and his first race back, he's on P8 on the grid. So.
Ooh.
Not a bad starting position from Nico John. Let's see what he can do in the race. And of course, Domingo's just behind him, his Racing Point brethren. So, here we go. What's it gonna be? Who's gonna win the drag race down to turn 1? The lights are off and we're underway.
Oh,
So,
Monkey Mafia got a really nice start.
Yeah, Razor Guy got a pretty good start, but so did Monkey. Monkey got a slightly better start. And there's already some, looks like carbon fiber or brake boards being smashed in the back. Looks like Shep had to go wide in turn 1. And there is that's a Mercedes. That's the Mercedes of Grumpy. And Rusty, looks like they got tangled up. Grumpy has no damage. I'm not sure what's happened with Rusty. We'll go back on to the leaders. So Shep, he was in P7. He's up into P4, so amazing start by Shep. Now he needs to settle down into a rhythm. And Spitcheck, and Spitcheck is up into P7. So Spitcheck is up 4 positions. Oso's up 4 positions. Nero's a big loser because Nero was in 4th and now he's in 10th. So not a great first lap by Nero. It was a bit wide there. Broken's just behind him. Bro Controller in that Haas having a nice little battle here with that Williams. Nero not wanting to give up any further positions.
I think that will be won't you have safety car? No?
Well, there was a yellow flag in Sector 1, but I thought that was weird because there was no car in Sector 1, so I'm not sure what happened. But that's Nero in the pits, King in the pits, Frankie in the pits, Joe in the pits, so it looks like they must have picked up some kind of damage.
Yeah.
So that promotes Shep into P2, because that must have meant that Razor pit as well. So let's see, actually. Yep.
No,
So I'm not sure what happened. No, Razor Guy's in the lead. That's just the order being glitched out.
Yep.
So it always, for some reason, takes a second to come back around the actual order. But I believe that's Razor in P1, Monkey in P2, and Vapor in P3, and Space Cowboy in P4. Yeah. So Razor in the lead, 1.2 seconds up. Now the order is working correctly. Shep doing really good, putting the car into P4. I think he can do really well for himself if he stays with Vapor, because Vapor is pretty quick.
Again, yellow flags in Sector 1.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with that. So who are the closest battles on track? It looks like King just got around Nero. It looks like Domingo's got a run on Oso, so we're on board Domingo's. This is a battle for P8. Oso with DRS, Domingo's with DRS. Up. He's going to brake very late. Also got a bit wide on his own, it looks like, and Domingos is through. And Broken is through as well. So Broken Troller says, yeah, don't mind if I do. And Disgruntled just spun out in turn 5, on the exit of turn 5. So
Unusual.
no damage, so he'll be able to continue. So that's Nico John up another position there. So I'm not sure what had happened to Nico John because he was in P8, but it looks like he got overtaken by Oso and Broken. But not bad so far from Nico John because he's in a really great spot to make a position. So who was the closest battle at the moment? It looks like Broken he's 3/10 behind Domingos. Domingos ahead of him with DRS.
Oh.
And Domingos throws it down the inside. Wow, what a move by Domingos.
Yeah, Broken Troller is coming.
He got the move done, so that's Domingos into P6.
Oh my god, what is going on here? P6, P7, P8, 9, 10,
Yeah,
11.
I'm on board
together.
with them.
Oh my god.
It's absolute madness here into turn 17 and 18. And Nico John is side by side with Disgruntled in turn 18. Wow. The guys doing amazingly well to give each other just enough room, but at the same time sticking the elbows out, making it really tough to get around.
Everybody's using the RS in front.
Yeah, everybody's on the DRS, so what's going to happen here into turn 1? And it looks like, oh, there's a bit of a touch. A bit of a touch from Grumpy and Oso. It's very dangerous there, turn 1, because you take turn 1 and the little kink in turn 2 tightens up. So that's Nico John back up at the 9th. And Feeman takes advantage because that puts Feeman into the, position number 10. 10th place.
Broken Troll is on the mission.
Yeah. He wants to get back around. He wants to get back around. He had gotten ahead of Spitcheck, I believe.
Yeah, Spitcheck have damage. He has on his left front wing.
So let's check out that damage. Yeah, you can see the damage there. So Disgruntled is going to make a move. And that's Disgruntled past Oso for 11th. So Disgruntled having a couple moments already early in the race. Oh, but Oso gives him a nice bash in the back, so I'm not sure what happened there, but that was a bit of a bump.
Guys.
And now we've got traffic in turn 15.
You see, this is the rushing. What you don't have to do when it's
you gotta be
lap.
Yeah, you gotta be so careful in that last chicane there. I mean,
now both of them they're in pits. So
yeah, so now they have
was it
damage.
worth it?
No, it wasn't worth it. I mean, the experienced move is to back off because you have a long straight right after, right? But that's easier said than done, I guess. So Nico John now, he's on the back of Rusty. He's eyeing up a move into turn 1. And he backs off here. So Rusty, who had a lap 1 incident, he was at the back of the grid. So now he's, back of the pack, now he's up into P13. So Rusty's improved his pace tremendously. We'll see how far he can get that car up the field. Meanwhile, up at the front, you know, Razor is continuing to build a gap to Monkey.
Turns by turns.
Yeah. Then I'm still on board with Rusty because Rusty is a hair behind McLaren. He's about 2/10 behind him. And behind both of them again is Nico John. Nico John is about to eye up a move. Nico John gets past him. So that's Rusty into P12, Nico John into P13. This does seem to be the closest battle on track at the moment, so let's stay on board with them. Heavy braking. Oh, and the car wants to wash out, and Nico John loses the rear, and that's McLaren back up position. So Nico John having a bit of trouble here. Yeah, that's spit check in the pits, so yeah, good call on the damage because he's gone into the pits. So Nero, that's Nero making a move on Nico John. Yeah, Nico John was compromised by a really bad exit out of turn 18, the final corner, and that's Nero up in position. So Nero will start to try his comeback through the field.
And he's coming. McLaren has damage as well on his left.
Yeah, so not sure what's going to happen here, but Nico John's better be careful because you see a car that's damaged ahead, you know they're not going to be able to take the corner as fast. Oh, and they both go wide. Oh, and McLaren goes wide to take that outside line. He must have not seen him. Lucky for Nico John that has worked out. But that could have been, yeah, that could have ended in tears for Nico John. That's very, very close, actually. Let's go forward with Beeman. Beeman is just behind Daily Dose of Death. Daily Dose of Death in 9th place. Really good showing so far. So what can Beeman do?
Not here again. Not here again.
Yeah,
Come
be
on.
careful.
That's not a corner.
It's not an overtaken.
No. It's always gonna be contact there. Always.
The thing is, also the rear end, when it goes over the crest of the little hill, you lose all traction in the rear. So any touch and you're gonna spin. So let's see what's gonna happen with this DRS. Beeman is making his way past. He did have to lift off the throttle, and it looks like Nero's got him past Rusty as well. But that's Beeman up into P9. But maybe CPA can fight back here.
Beeman has damage as well.
So this could be Daily Dose's chance to make the position back, but wow, great move by Daily Dose with that. Really nicely done around the outside, and he's even leaving his Beeman room there. Probably a little overly polite there, but he's leaving him room again. But Beeman gets a better drive.
Too much.
A little too much room, huh?
Yeah, and Neron is coming. Ooh.
Oh, and Nero said, yeah. He said, I don't mind. Leave plenty of room, and I'll get a good exit and launch around you guys. So
yeah, just get out of my way, please.
Yeah, Nero's on a mission. But that's the thing that can be dangerous about going side by side with others in the corners is that you do lose out time because you're not taking the ideal. Yeah, you're not taking the ideal lines through the corners, so your exit's going to be compromised. And if someone is just behind like Nero, he can pounce and take advantage, and he has. So nice job by Nero. That's Nero up into the top 10, into the 9th place. Rusty gets past Beeman. Oh, Beeman spun. Beeman spun, so I'm not sure what happened, but turn 15 and 16, I believe. Yep, turn 15, 16. Causing a lot of issues for people, so let's go up the order. We have, again, Razor in P1. So, started from pole today. He's been in control. Really nice race from Razor so far. And we got Monkey Mafia P2. Nice showing from Monkey Mafia today. And Vapor in P3. So nice showing by these guys as well. But shout out to Shep, because Shep is in P4. I believe he started 7th. So out of the top 4 runners, he's the only one that's actually gained positions on the start. So nice job by Shep. Let's go on board.
So the best... has the best position right now is Bro Controller on mediums, but he's 26 seconds off.
He is off the pace, but if he can try to catch up a bit, especially now that the front runners are starting to wear down those tires. As Disgruntled, he gets past Joe. So Disgruntled's got him past Joe, so that's Disgruntled up into P15.
Domingos is right.
Yeah, let's go on board with Domingos.
With Chelsea. That will be an easy pass.
Yeah, so he's got the DRS.
I don't understand the DRS, man. This is it's not professional. This is not professional.
What, the passing? It's too easy.
Exactly. It's like give you know, you have the Olympics, right? And you have the 100-meter sprint.
Yeah.
And Usain Bolt will start 5 meters ahead of everybody, for example.
Right.
You understand me? Like that, it's
It's
not
too easy.
fair.
It's too easy.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't
It's
earn the
not
overtake.
fair.
But that's also
Yeah.
what they're trying to change for the future by making the cars easier to follow with the new formula rule guidelines for the
Yeah,
cars for 2022. So we'll see. Maybe in the future they remove DRS, because if you look at other forms of motorsport like GT, like sports cars racing, or even IndyCar, they don't have DRS, and there's plenty of passing. So
Not just that, but do you remember the Turkish Grand Prix?
yes,
So that was a race. If you were quicker, you could pass him, but not so easily.
right.
And when the DRS came, Lewis overtook everybody with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
DRS.
yeah.
He had the force in front of him. If there would be no DRS, he would have, for sure, he wouldn't have overtaken
And
Perez.
and Rusty's making a move on Daly. But I know what
Oh.
you mean. I know what you mean. It almost simplifies it a little, like too much. But that's the issue. The issue is that the cars are really hard to follow from what they say in the real world. So we'll see.
Yeah, but it's not that's not racing. That I will push a button and I will be a second faster than anybody else.
I agree. So Daly.
That's just for me. That's not racing.
So Rusty's got him past Daly. So that's Rusty up into P10. So Rusty having a moment in turn or lap 1. I believe it was like turn 2 or 3.
Oh, Daly's coming
But
back.
yeah, but Daly's coming back.
You see, he couldn't do anything.
No, there's nothing you
That's
can
what
do.
I'm saying.
You have to try to get away from the other cars in the sectors 1 and 2 and 3.
Yeah, and then you cannot follow, so you have to be 2 seconds back. So what's the racing about? They're just following each other. That's not racing. And I hope they will change it, because this is boring. It's boring.
So we got Nico John. Nico John just behind Rusty though, so I'm on board with them.
Oh,
And he goes a bit wide,
Wide.
so he doesn't get the position there. He backs off a bit.
a lot.
Yeah, but I think he didn't want to compromise Rusty in that corner since he had gotten wide, which is fair play to Nico. He is great etiquette, Nico, a gentleman driver. But now he's got the DRS, and he's flying past.
Vapors in the pits with the 5-second penalty because he was speeding in the pit lane.
Oh, so Vapor, he's gonna lose out time now.
That's
Is-
for
is-
Space Cowboy.
So is it possible now that Domingos or one of these guys jumps him in the pits, potentially JC?
Space Cowboy, he will jump him, I think. Yep.
So Nico John in the pits. Nico John in the pits.
Space Cowboy, he will jump him. Oh my god, side by side. They came
Wow,
out.
wow,
Okay, so what will happen now? Okay, yeah.
wow!
That's okay.
Shep gets around.
Easy one.
Really nicely done by Shep. Taking advantage of that time penalty, giving it everything on that straight, and making the move around the outside into turn 1.
Not just a time penalty, but the lap before.
Yeah, but Vapor's got one as well.
Yeah, but he undercut, Shep undercut Vapor.
Yeah, so it was, I mean, time penalty aside, it was really nicely done by Shep.
The broken control is 30 seconds off. If there is no safety car, he will not have a chance. If
And that's
there is
Spitcheck.
safety car-
Spitcheck had a moment.
Oh no. What happened?
I'm not sure what happened. Spitcheck in turn 3 into turn 4.
I just want to say that Codemasters, we need replays. We need them.
So on board with Daily Dose, he's just behind Rusty, and it's almost like he's holding back here because he wants to take him on that DRS straight. And let's go on board with Nero, because Nero's on the main straight. And Domingos is in the pits, Razor's in the pits, and Monkey's in the pits, so they're all coming in for the medium tires. So we'll see where they
Yeah.
cycle back out. Nero's out breaking him into turn 1.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was heads-up driving from Broken. Broken saw that he was there and gave him the room.
Oh, Vapor and Shep side by side touched as well.
Wow. So Vapor gets around. So not a polite move from Vapor, but he put the car there. They had a touch. I think that's okay. And Rusty's in the pits. Daily Dust is in the pits. King is in the pits. Yeah, so let's stay on board with Shep. What can he do from this P6? Now, I think he would jump up to P5 once Nero pits, but it seems like he's lost a position then. Who did he lose a position to? Because he was running in P4. Not sure exactly what's happened, but Shep's still in a great position here for the race.
Neron's tires are really bad right now.
Starting to go.
He will fleet, I think. He has to.
And now look at the cars in P11, P12, and P13, and P14. We got 4 cars within tenths of each other. Nico John giving Oso a bit of a tap there. Does he have damage?
Shep will attack Vapor.
I don't believe he does. So I'm on the back straight with Joe. Oh, Joe goes a bit wide. Oso around the outside. Nice move by Oso. And Nico John around the outside as well. Can he get that move done?
Everybody is wide.
He doesn't get the move done. So Joe, nice fight back from Joe there. And it looks like, yeah, so Shep was in that slipstream with Vapor, but he couldn't get the move done. McLaren in the pits. So he's going to come in for the medium tires.
Now Vapor will have DRS on the...
on the back straight.
Back straight.
Yeah. But it's close. Because he's 9. But he's right around that limit, but he goes under it and then over it.
He will be. He will be.
Okay. So let's see. Oh, Frankie DNF. Frankie DNF. But Shep has it. Shep's got the DRS.
Yeah. Oh, from the outside.
Oh, and he was eyeing up a move. He was eyeing up a move, but he thought the better of it. So I think that's heads-up driving from Shep, not to force the move.
And you have to be careful with
the tires now. You gotta be really careful. They have to last for the rest of the race. Fastest lap. Nice lap by Razor. Razor in full control from the front. So Shep would do well to take it easy here and get a good exit. Who's got the better exit? It's a drag race down the line. Vapor into P4. That puts Broken into P5. And Shep into P5. That's Broken into P6. But Broken is also on those medium tires that he started on. So he's starting to wear those tires down quite a bit. So that's Shep into P5. Vapor into P4. This is turning out to be quite the battle here.
Neron is still out on those softs.
See, but I was thinking in my race I was going to do 11 laps or 12 laps on those softs myself, so. But yeah, by this point of the race.
Why are you telling everybody your strategy? I don't understand.
You don't understand?
Huh?
You don't understand why I tell people my strategy?
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I just let's get everyone on board and let the better man win. Strategy or no strategy.
Oh. Okay.
Let's see. So Space Shep 2/10 behind Vapor. He's not going to have enough here. T Widow's in the chat. He said, "Let's go Team Merc." What's up, T Widow? Let's go Mercedes boys. They're in P9 and P10 at the moment, so let's see what they can do. And that's Broken up a position over Nero. I missed that move there, but...
Yeah, Nero went wide.
Yeah, his tires are shot.
Right,
he must be going into the pits, so that's... Yeah, he's into the pits. So I think this is Nero's second stop, because these tires are only 11 laps old, and we're on lap 15. He must have stopped earlier.
Chase mediums are working better than Vapor right now in this stage.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but he definitely is working them better.
Maybe they set up.
So this looks to be the closest battle on track still. The McLaren versus the Ferrari. Five tenths behind, so let's stay on board with this battle here.
And Shep doesn't know that Vapor has a 5-second penalty. So he just needs to be...
He needs to just be with them, stay right with them. But this is, I think this is what is so great about doing like a little bit of a longer race. You can be behind someone like a Vapor if you're Shep. And in every corner you start to figure out, okay, where am I weaker than him? Where am I stronger than him? And you start to try to figure out where is going to be the best opportunity for a move. So I think that's the stage of the situation at the moment. Shep is trying to figure out where am I stronger than Vapor. But he's got the DRS.
Shep. But he's not using his overtake.
He's waiting. But I think he's done well because Vapor has used up almost all of it.
Yeah, but he doesn't know.
So I think what Shep's going to do here is use up the ERS and the DRS on the back straight and use the rest of his ERS to run away from him on the main straight. So let's see what he does. Yeah, Stein, Willem saying Shep's so conservative with his ERS. We agree.
Oh. Yeah, but if he will not be in 1 second, he can, you know what, with his ERS and DRS.
Yeah, but it is also important for him to stay within that 1 second, because if he falls out of that 1 second, then
exactly.
Yeah, all of a sudden Vapor's running away, and then now you don't have DRS. So I think he's going to use it now. Yeah, so he's trying to make the move. And I think he's going to use the rest of it, and he decides that he's not going to be able to get by.
Come on. Why from the outside, bro?
I don't think he was trying to make a move. I think he was just getting to the racing line. Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I'm thinking too. T-Widow saying that Shep looking like a pro, getting Vapor to run all his overtake out. I think that's what he's trying to do, and he's doing a good job. Celaya saying Grumpy Catman for the win. Yeah. Everybody loves Grumpy Old Catman, one of our new members, but he's been a great addition to the league. Doing really good in P8 so far. So let's see what happens. So the issue, yeah, he could have overtaken him, Stein, I agree. The issue here is that the Vapor's able to get a better exit out of turn 18 onto that main straight, and it just launches this car.
Yeah, that's really good.
But see what Shep is trying to use overtake here, which I understand, but you would think he would utilize it more on that main straight. So Grumpy has got him past. Oh, Broken is in the pits. Broken in the pits. So he's on the soft tires. Look for him to be charging through the field because he's on that opposite strategy. So let's go on board with Shep. This is still the closest battle. Oh, but we actually have. Let's go down to Rusty. Okay, so Rusty is 6/10 behind Spitcheck, and now he's on the main straight. So will he be able to do something with the DRS? I think he's a bit too far back. But these cars really do fly in the DRS by the end of this main straight. But yeah, he is too far back. The Spitcheck having a bit of a tough day after a really amazing performance at Singapore, getting that P4 finish for that Renault car. He went off earlier. I believe he did clip his wing, but now he's in a recovery mode, P13. And Joe is in the pits, so Joe's going to go onto that soft tire for the end of the race, and Shep pick another penalty. So Shep not having an easy time at the moment. So what does this mean for? Yeah, what does this mean for Domingos? Because now Domingos is within roughly 6 seconds. I believe Shep has the 6 seconds of penalty though. Oh, and Rusty just completely spun Spitcheck there. The Spitcheck's day going from bad to worse. And yeah, I'm sure Spitcheck will be filing an instant report on that one. Not sure what happened, but definitely was hit from the back by Rusty. Yeah. Unfortunate for Spitcheck. That moves Rusty up, but time will tell if he gets penalized for that. We'll have to see after the race. Yeah, Rusty said, I'm about to end this man's whole career. Alright. So, what are you seeing right now, Renee? Talk to me.
Shep is really panicking, but now he's really close. He will do it now. But he's not using his
He's waiting for the main straight.
He's
waiting for the main straight. I think he's afraid to get in front and then get past with DRS, but he should make the move because what he's seen from Vapor is even if you're in front, if you get a good exit out of those final corners, you can stay in front. But I think he's trying to wait till like the last lap to try to pass so that he doesn't get passed back with the DRS, but I don't know if that strategy is going to play out. It's too conservative of a strategy. He needs to attack. Yeah, so here's his exit. He got a pretty good exit this time. He's not using his overtake though, so I'm not sure what's happening.
Right.
Yeah, Vapor does have low ERS.
Do you see Vapor's car?
Yeah.
So his light is flashing, you see?
Yeah, so he's...
That means he's out of the ERS, and
Yeah.
Shep doesn't know, I think, that means that he's out of ERS.
Yeah, and now the light's not flashing, so...
But now, yes.
Yeah, so he's gotta... Yeah, I agree that I think Shep needs to have better awareness of what's happening, because if he's aware of that, he knows that's when you push to make the pass, because he wouldn't be able to defend. But what's happening is since he's waiting, Vapor's able to recoup some of that energy back into the battery, and by the time they get...
It's always gonna be just 15%, not more.
Right, so
now.
Make the move.
Now
Does he make the move? I think he's gonna make the move.
Now he's out of ERS.
So that's... Oh, what happened there? I'm not sure, but Vapor doing nicely to not cause the collision, even if he did go off track. So Vapor almost ended both of their races, but heads up driving from Vapor. So I'm not sure what's happening with Vapor. The Vapor's going into the pits.
Does he have damage?
I'm not sure if he does. Let's find out. We're on board with Vapor in the pits.
Oh my god, again 5-second penalty for speeding.
And now, yeah, so his race is going also from okay to bad.
That's over.
Yeah,
right
so
there.
But this battle here for P7, P8, and P9 it's brewing here because the guys are just tenths apart from each other. So what's going to happen? The two Mercedes and the Williams.
Ooh.
Nero with a great exit out of the final corner. He's just behind Grumpy. Everyone moves up position as they pass Vapor, who's in the pits. Grumpy picking up a time penalty on the straightaway. He's got to be more aware there. He's causing himself time. Oh, but Nero touches. So you've got to be careful in turn 1 because that turn 2 little kink tightens up so much. It's so easy to spin there. So what's going to happen here? Nero gets a slightly better exit.
Oh, that's not a good spot.
No, it's not. But the guy's doing really well to give each other room. And he goes a bit wide there, Grumpy, so he's losing out a little bit of time, and that's Nero getting away. So Nero's very fast, so the Grumpy can't make mistakes like that if he wants to stay with someone like Nero. He's got to hit every apex, he's got to hit every breaking point, he's got to get on the power just right if he wants to stay with him. Yeah, Stein. Vapor had time penalties, and I'm not sure why Vapor pit. I really do wonder why Vapor was pitting, because those medium tires would go to the end. So, not sure what's happening with Vapor, but Vapor I don't think is doing... That's not the move that would help him to make up the most ground to Yuppie in the championship, but we'll see how that plays out. And Broken Controller just moved up the inside of Grumpy, so nice move by Broken.
So if Domingos can stay within 5 seconds he will be P3.
Yeah, and Broken, he's making a move, or excuse me, Grumpy's making a move on Broken on the main straight. So that's Grumpy who got passed by Broken. Broken who snuck up the inside in turn 17. Now he's back up in the P8. Now, the thing is this, will Grumpy be able to hold on to P8 because he's got Bro Controller behind him on soft tires, and you can see the difference in traction already.
Nero has 18 seconds of penalty.
Nero?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nero's insanely quick here today, but unfortunately he's just not been able to keep it within the lines.
Again.
Another penalty. But he's just behind Disgruntled, so this is turning out to be quite the battle here. So is Disgruntled going to be able to hold on with those hard tires? They're 15 laps old. Nero with fresh tires. Nero's got to be careful because he knows that Disgruntled doesn't have as much grip. Disgruntled doing really nicely to put his car on just the right parts of the track.
Not here, not here. Oh, okay.
And he does a little bit of a switchback. Does he get better traction? Oh, but he touches with Disgruntled. But he does get that car on the inside.
Why is Disgruntled on hard?
He had to pit very early with damage, and he took him.
Right.
Yeah, so he did the conservative one stop, try to get to the end, but he's coming back with DRS. What does Nero do to defend? Nero stays on the outside.
Oh my god.
But Nero just, I think, turned in a little too hard on him, but they'll be able to continue. I don't think that's a penalty or anything, it's just a racing incident. So Nero putting the elbows out a bit, and he's in P6, so he'll hold on to that position. So it's going to be tough for Disgruntled now to make up ground to Broken, because Broken is on those really, really fast soft tires. So what's the closest battle? Now we have Vapor behind Rusty, so this is a battle for P12. They're in turn 3, flat out to this long left-hander. So yeah, I'm not sure what's been happening with Vapor's race today, but he started in P3, I believe. So it's been a tough day for Vapor. And Razor Guy, so again, yeah, if we go back just real quick to run through the order, Razor Guy in P1 started from pole. And he's been in control all day, yeah, almost a 9-second lead to Monkey. So it looks like Vapor's eyeing up a move then to get around Rusty. Yeah, we're gonna Stein. That's a good eye, good catch. We're gonna go on board Domingos here in a second because it looks like he is starting to chase down Shep. Domingos on a better tire, and Vapor gets around in turn 1. So nice move by Vapor, and that releases Vapor to try to catch Nico John, even though he's 13 seconds up the road. So that's going to be very tough by Vapor. So let's go on board. Disgruntled is 1.4 behind Broken, so I think he's lost touch with Broken on the soft tires. So let's go on board Domingos, because Domingos is now starting to close the gap to Shep. He was about 3 seconds behind a lap or two ago. Now he's brought that down to about 2.4. He's gaining with every corner here at 2.1. So I'm not sure what's happening with Shep, but Shep does get a better exit there, so it looks like Shep is maybe giving up a little bit in corner entry to make up on corner exit.
Yeah, and Domingos doesn't need to pass. Space Cowboy.
Yeah, he
You
just
can
needs to
just stay behind him.
he needs to stay with him. But I think Domingos knows that. So Domingos is
I don't think he knows.
no. I think he's well aware. Domingos is I think one of those drivers that does think about these things during the race. Because he knows then that he wouldn't need to make any risky moves on Shep. He just needs to stay with him to make sure that he gets those podium points, which would be a really great points haul for Domingos today. So is he gaining here? It looks like the gap is down to about 2.1, but it really just depends on what kind of exits he gets. So he's got the gap down to about 1.9, but who's going to get a better exit out of turn 18? And it looks like Shep is getting a slightly better exit. No, but Domingos is starting to catch. And Broken as well. Broken is 1 second behind Nero, so he's starting to gain. I believe he's going to have the DRS. So Broken will have the DRS here. I don't know if he's going to be able to make the move on this lap, but they've got 3 laps to go. But he's gaining slightly on Nero. Broken on those soft tires. But it makes you wonder if those soft tires have any advantage at this point, because they're already 7 laps old.
He has so much overtake.
But Nero doesn't have much either, so Nero's just ahead, but he's only got like 11% ERS.
So they have the same.
Yeah, they have the same. But Nero's showing really good pace.
Oh no, that's over then.
Yeah, and Shep picking up more time penalties. Let's go on board Domingos, because Domingos, he can see Shep now in his sights. But Domingos also knows that he's got an 18-second gap to the car behind, so he can kind of just cruise, and you can see that he is kind of doing so. He's not using his overtake here. He's using a bit of it. It's a little tap here and there, but I think that's wise by Domingos. There's no need to fight. He's going to be able to get that position. Although we'd love to see it here for the broadcast, but... So Broken now is making a move on Nero. Broken with the DRS, and he's flying past him. So let's see if Nero can fight back here. And no, Nero goes wide. And Broken picks up a time penalty as well. So let's check out the penalties actually. Yeah, Nero with 18 seconds, Broken with 6, so this is a battle that Nero's not going to win today, unfortunately. Let's go on board with Feeman, because Feeman is just behind Daily Dose of Death. It looks like the guys are ghosted. Yeah, because it looks like the leader's coming through. But this is last route for Razor. This is helping Razor, and now he's got DRS from the lap cars. Oh, let's go on board with Nero. Man, I'm all over the place trying to catch all this action. So Nero, this is the back straight. Nero's making a move on Broken. He's getting by with DRS. Yeah, 18 seconds of penalties, yuppie. And Feeman gets past Daily Dose of Death. So nice move by Feeman. That's Feeman up into P14. I think the only real battle we're going to have for the last lap is Broken and Nero. Oh, and Broken loses the rear end on the exit, and that's Nero gone. Literally gone. He's just flying down the road. Unfortunate for Broken, but he can still bring the car home for, I believe, a P6 position if he hustles. But Disgruntled is now on him. Disgruntled also with the 6-second penalty, so whoever wins on track here in terms of the track position will have that position. So what can Disgruntled do in that Mercedes? Broken getting slightly better exits here. And that's Razor crossing the line, so Razor with a commanding victory today. That's
and
P1
the fastest lap on the last lap.
and the fastest lap. So he was holding back and just pushed it with everything on the last lap. So very obvious that Razor's in control. And Broken gets a compromised exit. And Nero's getting by JC as well. So that's Disgruntled.
Don't do anything stupid. And the last couple. Oh no, not here, please.
So Nero trying to get past JC. JC doing a great job defending here. What does JC do? Oh wow. A great heads-up driving by both of them. It's a nice defensive driving by JC. And that's Disgruntled. He got ahead of Broken. Broken, who had that bad exit before that back straight. Wow, so commanding victory from Razor Guy today. But really nice drive from Monkey. Doing everything he needed to do to hold on to his P2. And Domingos with a great drive as well. The experience showing for Domingos. He did everything he needed to do to take that position and didn't take any unnecessary risks to do so. So he's making sure he gets those championship points, and he got a lot of them today. Shep with P4, a great drive from Shep. JC with a solid finish. So that's JC into P5. And Disgruntled as well. I think Disgruntled made a nice comeback drive here through the field because he had to pit early for those hard tires.
Why is King 11 laps off?
Peyton Manning's forehead. He said he's finally going to reveal his identity. He said he is Feeman.
Okay.
So, we didn't really have a fight for the lead today, but we did have some good battles here today. But who is your driver of the day?
Domingos. I mean, you couldn't really even see him. Like
Right.
he was in nothing. He was just like
Way far behind the leaders, but
he's like behind, and he was waiting, and it paid off for him. No penalties as well from the midfield, so that was really nice.
yeah.
And 6 positions up.
Yeah, I think Disgruntled did really well because he came in really early on those hard tires. Really, really early on those hard tires. But he made them last, and he was roughly able to keep pace with them. And you saw even in the end, he was able to make a move on who was it? On Bro Controller. Even though look at Bro Controller getting the driver of the day by the game. Yeah, and it was a good recovery drive as well from Grumpy, because if you recall, Grumpy, first lap, he was at the back of the field. He got caught up in an incident. He had to pit on lap 1, I believe. I'm not sure if he pit actually, but he did get spun around, but a nice comeback through the field. So good points for Williams today. Good points for Alfa Romeo, and good points for Racing Point. We'll have to see how this shakes up the order, but this is definitely going to make things interesting because Yeppy's lead is not going to be as big anymore. We're going to have to see, because I think Domingo's in P3. I forget exactly how many points that is, but it's going to be really, 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 really close. So, again, well done to Razor, well done to Monkey, well done to Domingos for the podium spots. Nicely done by Shep, JC, the rest of the guys, you can see them. But I think that's going to be it for us here today on the broadcast. So I do want to thank you, Renee, for joining me.
Yep, no problem.
Yeah, and everyone else, that's going to be it. So take care.